feel very lucky. I loved how we just kept trying to make it ugly, but at the same time kept competing. I had 5 guys in double figures. Caleb was 2 for 11 the first half. He was 4 for 7 second half, 2 for 3 from three-point line. I thought his baskets were big. I thought Leaky was sensational again on the defensive end of the floor. Made a big drive that gave us a 3 or 4 point lead there at the end. Also got a big tip out on a free throw that RJ, I think it was, ended up making the 3. So I thought Leaky was sensational, but the game was just decided 1 or 2 plays. Daron Sharp, for example, was pressuring the ball out of bounds and got a deflection, and we got the ball. He got a block one time as well, but feel very lucky. We're not very good on the offensive end, 24 turnovers, and so many of them can be classified as either selfish or careless, and you shouldn't have turnovers in either one of those categories. But, we ended up scoring more points, and we were lucky that they missed some shots, missed a couple of free throws down the stretch.
Hey, Coach, Patrick Dallahan, CBB 365. Obviously, you guys match up with the Texas Longhorns tomorrow in the championship game. What are you guys looking to do to slow down that team after a big win over Indiana today?
I have no idea. I was focused on playing against Stanford. I think it's Coach Davis. I think has got Texas. He'll tell me about them later. But we're just trying to get better each and every game. We don't try to necessarily match up with any other team, but we had to play tonight. We weren't concerned about Texas or Alabama, either one. We've got to win our own game before we find out who we play. And Shaka has always done a great job. I have a tremendous amount of respect for him and the job he does. And we haven't been able to beat him recently either. So it's we got to play very well. Very few teams in the country have 100% of their scoring and 100% of their rebounding coming back, but I did read that in their junk that Curse gives me.
Roy, this is Kip Coons. The matchup playing against Jared Haas's team, you've never shied away from playing your guys in regular season games. Just what is it like for you, though, to go up against one of your guys like that?
Well, Kip, I told our staff this afternoon, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Hated it in 91 when we played North Carolina. Hated it in 93 when we played North Carolina. The things I've done with Jared or Wes or anybody that's got a head or CB, if it'll help their program by giving them money, by playing them or going and playing at Birmingham like we did with Jared, I'll still do that, but I hate it. Absolutely despise it. We win the game, and before I can even feel good about it, I look down and I'm walking down to see Jared Haas. And he's one of the best competitors I've ever been around in my life. I love him. He's like a son. He came closer to caring as much about the game as the head coach did of any player I ever coached. When we lost, it hurt Jared more than anybody I've ever coached. And I had great kids, and a lot of them cared. But he's just a tremendous coach, a tremendous person. And, like I say, I started to go down to shake hands, and I wanted to feel good because we had muddled around and won a game. And there I see somebody that I care about immensely. So if it helps them with money or helps to get a program started, but the bottom line is I despise it.
All right, I'll take one more question.
One more.
Hey, Roy, this is CL. I know the turnovers made you want to pull your hair out, but what does it say about this team? Can you read into anything that they are able to have 24 turnovers and still find a way to win in a close game?
Well, I think, CL, it's one thing. 24 turnovers gave them 22 points, but we also out-rebounded them by 20. You got to try to take your strengths and make that an important factor of the game, and your weakness, which today was definitely turning the ball over, and try to make sure that that's not the most important factor. But you can look at stats and turn things, but it absolutely made me sick. And I've always told them we got to rebound the ball so we get more shots. The quality of our shots got to be higher than the quality of theirs. And then the third thing, you got to get shots. And so the game is not that confusing, and it's not that it's a simple game. It's not that complicated. And what I told you there is what we try to do every game. And we did get good shots at times. We did get more shots, but we turned it over, and that almost cost us a win.
This feels like you guys were in a lot of these sorts of games last year, and they never seemed to go your way. This one does. You obviously had such a huge role in the last minute or so, making that last basket on the drive and the free throw. What does it tell you about this team, the way that they kept fighting and really refused to quit, even when things got a little bit ugly?
I feel like we're battle tested. I feel like we've been through everything we could possibly been through going through last year, and I feel like we got some guys that's willing to learn and to fight when the going gets tough. And that's all you can ask for. We listen to coach and go out there and play hard. Everything else took care of itself.
Thank you.
Hey, Leaky, Ross Martin, Inside Carolina. How much confidence do you gain from that last layup that put y'all ahead or extend the lead there in the last minute? I mean, what can that do for your confidence moving forward?
I feel like I always have confidence. I feel like that was just being right place at the right time, and it just happened to be in my hands, and I just happened to make it. I feel like I always have confidence, though.
You know, not the most efficient day for you guys overall. Lots of turnovers. What is it today that everything was so ugly? Was there something that Stanford was doing to disrupt, or was that mistakes that you guys were making?
We just didn't come out with energy like we were supposed to. I think our turnovers led to their easy baskets, and it was just like a domino effect to the whole team. But once we got it under control, we took over, and that's how we got the win.
It seems like this is the second day in a row this has happened with sort of the slow start. Is there a reason for that you can point to?
Just got to wake up early. We gotta change it fast because better teams gonna get us, and we gotta like late game situations like that. They'll be up more than what we were. So just gotta come out with fire and energy next game.
You guys turned it over 23 times, I think it is, but you still were able to get the win. What does it say about the grittiness that you guys were able to show, getting a win against a decent team when you turn it over and a lot of things didn't go well for you?
Just staying under control. Coach was telling us we got to stop turning the ball over. And we got to make easy baskets. That's exactly what we did. So we went out there. We just did what Coach told us to do, and we got the win.
Are you starting to feel comfortable out there? Are you getting a feel for the college game? And what does that feel like after Game 3?
Yeah, I just got to be more efficient on the offensive end, and then just get my teammates more involved and just letting the game come to me. I think I was forcing a little bit too much, and then some of the shots just weren't falling, so I got to get out of my head. Yeah, I'm getting a great feel for it. These last 3 games have been good for me. Great experience, and we got to finish it out tomorrow.
Did you make a point today to be a little more aggressive, taking it to the basket? Is that something you're trying to do?
Yeah, I got to use that to my advantage because I can get to the basket with the best of them. So just using that to my advantage, and then when I do drive, kick out, or make a shot for myself.